to the 25.
Check. Rig alert. Shot alert.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Off the RPO, he completes it. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Desperados need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Got it. Ultra. Cut.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. You look at this defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes and he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Here we go.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Desperados are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be 2nd down. But you look at this defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Chicago. 68 yards.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what, 3rd down, all you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play, and what a change of fortunes.
Good running from Barkley there on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. They'll go to Barkley again.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Go, Reed, go! Let's go!
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt! Pat the street! Pat the street! Let go!
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Ready?
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Ready?
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Ready?
Now back to throw. Throw caught by Flowers. Calling a gain of a yard. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. The Giants had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Shot, 17. Slide through. Sit, leather. Claws red. Fight, white. Set, go.
They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Ready up.
One Brisker there defensively.
Smash, red. Ready, ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Ready. Mustang 19. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now they'll change things up. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
79 Broncos.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And some room to run now. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Desperados will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
Let's go.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Black Ultra. Steel Black. Set.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Edo blue. Green jack. Ready?
Looking to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
21. Giants nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
Down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board. They begin to have hope.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Ready.
They'll try it now with Swift. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
70 Rangers.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Second down.
Barkley, inside handoff. And a solid run down inside the 30. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Santos' kick is up and through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Cup 19, Cup 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, Buffalo 18. Hurry, hurry.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19. 19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's more. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Desperados have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Room past the 35, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And now that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play. Maybe get their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick 1st down. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Smash, red. Yellow. Red.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Blue striker. Hut.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Blue. Green jack. Red, yellow. Red, cycle. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That one into the hands of Flowers. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Here we go. Shot.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the... Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Loose inside the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the 7-yard line.
Slide through. Set, go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, that's caught inside the 20.
Let's go now.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Ready.
Running left, it's Barkley. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Yellow.
They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready?
And they will take a knee here.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Chicago, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next